Put your right hand in the box.
What's in the box?
Pain.
Pain. Lots and lots of pain. It is very painful to look at atheist memes. So I hope you're ready, because we are going to stare deep into the void today at one of the worst I've seen in a while.
Horror. Horror.
This is the meme, and right away, as soon as you look at it, it's bland. It's not very well organized. I will give it a few points because all of the font is the same size, but it doesn't look nice. It's not organized very well, and there's way too many words. Who wants to read all that? I mean, it's not an essay, but it's not very clear or concise. It doesn't communicate very effectively. You have to read all of these words, and then when you actually start to read the words, you realize that it's just kind of the same old straw man that you've already read 1,000 times before. There's no originality. Jesus poking his head in this meme really doesn't make sense, other than to just kind of tell you that this is a Christian meme, or an anti-Christian meme, I should say. And it's just not a very nice looking meme. It doesn't make very much sense. It's just a bad meme through and through. Okay, so let's talk about all the issues with what this meme is actually talking about and saying. The first thing it says is that religion doesn't provide morals. In fact, the opposite. Is that true? Religion doesn't provide morals? In fact, the opposite? No, religion does 100% provide morals. It tells us how we are supposed to act. That's what religion is literally known for. And most religions do this. Maybe not all of them, but most. And you know that this is made by an atheist, so it's really interesting that they're saying this, because it's actually them that cannot provide morals, objective morals for their worldview. So the second thing here says, God didn't forbid slavery, rape, homophobia, sexism, or child marriage. I don't know why God needs to forbid homophobia. Are we not allowed to be afraid of homosexuals? I'll never understand why people think that saying homophobia makes any sense in the world. Nobody is irrationally afraid of homosexuals. But as far as the other things, God doesn't necessarily need to explicitly say something is wrong. We can have general guidelines and principles that God can instill. If the Bible has to literally point out every specific thing that human beings are not supposed to do, then the Bible would literally be just that, and it would be probably 60 times as long as it is, if not longer. Potentially even infinitely long. So this point is really silly. We have guidelines that we can use to say why these things are wrong. Next it says, instead he chose to forbid shellfish, mixed fabrics, saying his name angrily, two women falling in love, and pork. So atheists love to do this. They love to talk about what the Old Testament forbids the Jews of Israel from doing. And something that they don't care to understand, but I'll go ahead and explain it, is that those laws were for the Jewish nation of Israel. They are not laws that are for all people at all times. Those laws are not universal. Those laws were for a nation state, a set of people that needed to have specific laws and to be clean and things of this nature. Those laws are not for Gentiles. Paul literally talks about how Gentiles don't even need to get circumcised in order to be saved. So the Bible is very clear that these types of laws are for the Jewish nation of Israel, which doesn't really exist anymore, and not for Gentiles. I'm a Gentile. Most Christians are Gentiles. And the next point says it took humans to decide that slavery, rape, homophobia, sexism, and child marriage are wrong. I love this point. So I guess humans can just decide that slavery is wrong, and now it's magically wrong. But what happens if slavery is deemed to be right by humans? What happens if humans say that rape is good? Does that mean that rape is good? So all these things are just arbitrarily decided to be right or wrong? They were maybe right at one time and wrong at another, just based on the whims of humans, and you think you have a moral system? That's what you're saying to me? It's just very silly. So now that we've gotten through the content of the meme, which only took 5 minutes because there's so much to go over in this meme, let's talk about the criteria. So the first criteria that we're going to be talking about is message. How well does the meme actually convey what it's trying to convey? And if I were to summarize what this meme is trying to convey, it's that God is not the author of morality that human beings are. Now, is that easy to figure out just looking at the meme? Is it apparent? Absolutely not. I would say message 1 out of 10, and that's probably being generous. You have to read way too much. Who wants to read all this? And then you really have to focus and pay attention to even figure out what it's even trying to say. So 1 out of 10 for message. As far as aesthetics, so how does the meme look? Does the meme pop? Is it organized well? Is there any art that is apparent in this meme whatsoever? I would say this one, no. The person who made it did take a little bit of time to organize it. You can see that. The font is the same size. They did actually select a different font, most likely, so that the black would stand out from the white, but there's not really anything in the background. You have Jesus poking his head in. It looks still very bland, but you can tell a little bit of work was done, so I'll say 2 out of 10. I think that's pretty generous. Next up, we have originality. How original is this meme? It's the shellfish polyester mixed fabrics meme. I mean, God is not good because shellfish, polyester, and child marriage. We've heard it a million bazillion times before. It's super old, super tired. 0 points for originality. Not gonna give any points for this. Atheists, you need to do better. 0 out of 10. Alright, and then we have the bonus points category. Anything that I see that I like that doesn't fall under message or aesthetics or originality. For example, if the meme makes me laugh, or if it's clever, or anything else that I notice that's special about the meme, I'll give some bonus points to. I'll point it out. This meme has absolutely nothing as far as bonus points category goes, so no bonus points for this meme, but maybe next time.
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Alright, so overall, message was terrible. Aesthetics was the best part of this meme. 2 out of 10. There was some time taken to organize it, and they do have Jesus poking his head in, even though it's a bad picture of Jesus. They could have found something much better. Originality, there's no originality. Bonus points, none. So I'd say 1 out of 10 is the final score. 1 out of 10. There's a lot that could be improved here. Alright, and that about does it for this video. So if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, leave a like, hit the notification bell, and comment to tell me anything you think I might have missed. God bless.